Long ago, in the land of Israel, a great war was raging. The Israelites stood on one hill, and the Philistines stood on another, with a valley between them. Every day the armies stared across that valley in fear. Among the Philistines was a warrior like no other, a giant named Goliath. He was nearly 10 feet tall, covered in shining bronze armor, and armed with a massive spear. His voice thundered like a drum as he shouted across the battlefield. "Send me a man to fight me," he roared. Day after day, Goliath mocked the army of Israel and their God, and day after day, no one dared to step forward. The soldiers trembled. Even the king was afraid. But one day, a boy arrived. His name was David, the youngest son of Jesse, a shepherd boy from Bethlehem. He wasn't a soldier. He didn't wear armor. He didn't carry a sword. David had only come to bring food to his older brothers who were in the army. But when he heard Goliath's voice echoing through the valley, something stirred inside him. "Who is this man defying the armies of the living God?" David asked. "Why does no one face him?" The soldiers laughed. "He's too big, too strong. You're just a boy. Go back to your sheep." But David didn't back down. He went straight to King Saul. "I'll fight him," David said. King Saul looked at him, surprised. You're just a youth. He has been a warrior since his youth." But David answered, "When I watched my father's sheep, I fought off lions and bears. God rescued me then, and he will rescue me now. I will not be afraid." After some hesitation, Saul agreed. He offered David his own armor, but David couldn't move in it. "I don't need this," David said. Instead, he picked up his sling and went down to a nearby stream. There, he chose 5 smooth stones, just 5. He placed them in his pouch and walked out to face the giant. Goliath saw him coming and laughed. "Am I a dog that you come at me with sticks?" "You come with sword and spear," David shouted, "but I come in the name of the Lord Almighty." Then David ran toward the giant. He reached into his pouch, pulled out a stone, placed it in his sling, and swung it around his head. Round and round, faster and faster, he let it fly. The stone shot through the air, straight and true, and struck Goliath in the forehead. The giant wobbled, staggered, and with a great crash, fell to the ground. Silence. Then, a roar of victory. The Philistines ran. The Israelites chased them away, shouting in triumph. And David, the boy with a sling and a heart full of faith, became a hero that day. Not because of his size, not because of his strength, but because he believed that God was greater than any giant.
Did you enjoy this story? Then like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more inspiring animated Bible stories just like this one.